Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is my April and May haul video. I have been on a low buy journey. It has not been very successful, but I have been tracking my purchases every month since January 2021, and I am here to update you on April and May. I didn't post an April haul because we had the Sephora Vieve sale and also 21 Days of Beauty, and those videos all had like their own specific haul videos, so I'll go ahead and list those down below if you want to watch them. But I thought for today's video I would show you the things that I picked up outside of those two sales as well as for the month of May. Spoiler alert, we have not stuck to the low buy. And if you are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Kelly. I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking. I love makeup. I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe and become part of the K Bella fam. But why don't we go ahead and jump into this one. Okay, a couple things I want to let you know before we jump into the haul. One, if it sounds like I'm talking really quietly, I am. So you can see I have a new filming background. I don't know when this is going up in relation to my past grabber undecided, but I talked about how this is my new background. I moved my beauty room into my bedroom, and the reason why I'm talking really quietly is because I film when my daughter's sleeping. And I used to film in the guest bedroom, which was like 2 doors down, but right now she is right on the other side of that wall because her bedroom is right next to ours. So she does sleep with the sound machine. Hopefully she can't hear me. We'll see how it goes. But let's talk about the makeup that I picked up. I do have some repurchases and new purchases. If you're just tuning in to like my low buy haul style videos, I wanted to put myself on a low buy just because I don't like purchasing makeup that I'm not getting use out of. And I found that I would see something, I would want it, I would pick it up, and then it wouldn't get used. So you can see I have a basket right there, and that's where I put like new makeup that comes in and force myself to use it. So my low buy rules are 3 new items a month. That's it. Repurchases don't count. There's no monetary anything, but I've kind of failed miserably. So hopefully for the months of June, July, and August, we can get back on track because April and May, I did not meet those goals. Now, April was the Sephora Vieve sale and the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I'm not going to touch on the products I picked up there, but I do want to let you know what I picked up in April other than during those sales. So we had a few repurchases. First of all, I picked up the Shiseido facial cottons. I did not wait for the Sephora Vieve sale. I ran out and I love these things, so I went ahead and repurchased them. You can see I picked them up in April, and this is what I have left. I love these because they literally feel so soft on your skin, and they don't leave any of like the white fuzzy residue. Like they don't break apart. So it's expensive. I think it's like $12 for 165 sheets. You can cut them in half if you want. I don't do that, but I use it to like remove eye makeup remover to remove my eye makeup, or even like when I'm toning my face, things like that. So I've repurchased them so many times and I will continue to do so. I also picked up a Benefit Roller Lash. This is another repurchase for me. I love this mascara. This mascara is more into like lengthening than volume, and I typically look for mascaras that are volumizing, but I find that volumizing mascaras can get a little bit clumpy, so I like to go in with a lengthening mascara after. And I feel like that kind of just like spreads my lashes out and separates them a little bit. So love that stuff. Repurchased it. I think I might have gotten that during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I do actually think that was an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty purchase. And when I purchased that, I also purchased something that is new. But we're going to come back to that. The third product that I repurchased was an Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I think that my brow tutorial is already up. I don't know when my videos are going up because being that I had to move my beauty room into my bedroom and I'm a teacher and I just finished off the end of the year, I wanted to have some pre-filmed content because I didn't know what the gap was going to look like before I could film. But I filmed a Build-A-Brow tutorial, so if that's up, I will link that right here so that you can check it out. But the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz is a tried and true holy grail favorite. I love it so much, so I had to purchase another one of those. Again, I think I got that during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. Those were my 3 repurchases. And when I made the Ulta purchase and got either the Benefit Roller Lash or the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, I also got my hands on a Jaclyn Hill or Jaclyn Cosmetics Bronze and Blushing Duo. This is the one in Pink Me Up and Oh Honey. And I actually do have like a full review where I demoed using these products, the Jaclyn Hill products. I gave you my thoughts and you can see this in action. Overall, I do really like it. I think that it gives me a nice satin finish. I'm not wearing it today, so I don't know why I'm showing you my cheeks, but I do find that I like to reach into this. It gives me a nice satin finish, but it is buildable, meaning you're not going to get a ton of pigment right away. I mean, I am pretty fair. Looking in the viewfinder, I am very fair, but I'm more on the light end, not the fair end. If you are fair, these might be a little bit more pigmented, but if you are light or even light to medium, this shade might be pushing it for you, but these are buildable. You can build them up, which is nice if you don't want to go in with something that's super pigmented, but just be aware. That's the shade that I got. I am really enjoying it. And then during the month of April, I did also make a purchase from Look Fantastic. So I actually saw my friend Heather Austin do a partnership video, I think, with Look Fantastic. And she was talking about this Beauty Blender Insta-Clean Waterless Sponge and Brush Cleansing Spray. Now I'm questioning if it was her or Karen Harris who mentioned this product, or both of them. I saw this in a video with Look Fantastic, and I knew that I wanted to make a Look Fantastic purchase for another product that I have, but I decided to pick this up and give it a try. Now here's the thing, this is supposed to be one of those products where you spray it on your brush and then you just kind of like wipe your brush on a towel and you can continue to use it, but you won't have like a ton of product left over. This is good for like if you're traveling or if you're a makeup artist and you just need to do like a quick clean while you're doing makeup on one person and you're not like sanitizing the brush but you need to clean it. This is good for that, and I find that it works well. There is a scent to it, a noticeable scent, but it doesn't irritate my skin. Like I used this on some of my brushes just fine and went in with the brush on my face, and while I could smell this product, I didn't have any irritation or anything on my skin. However, I don't typically have very sensitive skin to begin with. Either way, this product worked well. I just find that I don't find myself reaching for it very often, and I'm not someone who cleans their brushes a lot. Like, I would like to tell you that I clean my brushes every week, but that's not even the case. Every month would be more like it. And I'm not someone like my friend Heather who, once she uses an eye brush, she puts it in a container and she like won't use it again until she cleans it. I just do a good old fashioned like wipe off on a towel. So this product works well, but I don't find myself reaching for it very often. However, the reason why I made a Look Fantastic order in the first place was because I wanted this Luxie 512 small contouring brush. If you're not new to my channel, then you know that I don't love cream and liquid products. Like I don't. Like cream blushes, liquid blushes, bronzers. I'm not into them. I want to be into them. I have dry skin, I want to love them, and several of my friends told me that perhaps I was using the wrong kind of tool. So my friend Britt Clark told me to try the Luxie 512. She said that this would be good for cream products, for cream blushes, cream contour. I actually think that for blush, it might not be big enough, but I feel like it would be good for cream contour. So I wanted to pick this up. It was on the Look Fantastic site. I'm pretty sure Heather had a code when I went and placed an order. So I was able to pick this up, although I have not tried it yet, so I don't have any thoughts on it. And my order also came with the Luxie 209 large shader brush, but I have no recollection of actually ordering this. Like when it showed up, I think that these two products came together and the other Luxie brush that I did order came separately. And I remember thinking like, oh no, they sent me the wrong brush. And then I was just gonna, use this brush anyway. I wasn't gonna send it back or anything. But then I got another email confirmation that I had another package coming, and that was the brush that I ordered. So not really sure what happened there, but that was my Look Fantastic order, and that rounds out my orders for April. So let's talk about what I got in May, because April seems pretty tame, but remember, we had the Sephora VIB sale, and I have 2 Sephora VIB sale hauls up, but May got a little crazy. I thought maybe I was going to tone it down, but that's not the case. That is not the case. However, I do have a couple repurchases. One being the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt-Away Cleansing Balm. I got this during, was it a Black Friday haul? I feel like I got it at the end of 2020. I got the big jar, used it all up completely, and then I went ahead and repurchased. This is a brand new one. It comes with this little, I love this thing, this little scooper. It is plastic, so it's like not worth keeping once you're done with this, but I love that it comes with this each time you order. This is the 100 milliliter, 3.4 fluid ounces. It does have a scent. I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of stuffy right now. We're fighting a cold in my house, so I can't really smell it, but I have said before, this kind of reminds me of Vicks Vapor Rub, but not in a bad way. You might be thinking, how could that possibly come across in a good way? I don't really know, but it's just like a menthol scent. So anyway, I like it well enough that I purchased it again. I typically would go for oils because having dry skin, I felt like balms, I was like tugging at my face and I didn't like that. But this balm does not do that. It like melts in my hand and becomes an oil and like removes all of my makeup, and then I go in with a makeup eraser. It's like a whole thing. It's like a whole thing, but I like it, so I purchased it again. The other repurchase that I picked up in May was another one of my Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gels. I've gone through so many of these, and I have to be honest, I was the type of person that would like never spend $20 or whatever it is on a clear brow gel, because honestly, you can get like clear mascara at the drugstore, clear brow gels, any brow gel at the drugstore for less than $20. But I got a sample of this years ago in my Play by Sephora and I fell in love. So I've repurchased so many of them. My last one, I used it so much that the writing was completely gone. Like, stay tuned, you'll see it in an empties video. It was completely worn off, but I love this stuff. I saw someone once say that they don't like it because it's like hairspray for their eyebrows, and that is true, but that is precisely why I like it. I need these babies to stay in place. Then we went a little bit crazy with eyeshadow palettes. I don't really know what happened, but the first eyeshadow palette that I picked up is this one here by Vieve Cosmetics, Jamie Genevieve's brand. This is the Essential Eye Kit. I keep all of the plastic liners. Does anybody else do that? Like, I don't know why, but I always keep the plastic liners. But I picked up her Essential palette. You can see here, the size of the eyeshadow pans are ginormous. Like, they are so big. Another palette that I'm going to talk about in a minute is the Sigma Ambiance palette. But let me just show you the size difference in the pans, because these eyeshadow pans are so big. You can see it right there. Like, I don't know, 2, 3 of these Sigma eyeshadow pans can fit into one of these Vieve ones, but hey, this will last you for a while. I know that Jamie said she wanted to create this palette like for makeup artists or people who know that they're like doing makeup on other people or doing their makeup often. If you want to use these for multi-purpose, like setting your under eyes or bronzer or whatnot, eyebrows, you can definitely do that. I do want to film like a review using the things that I have from Vieve Cosmetics, so if you're interested in seeing that, let me know down below. But I can say that after using this a few times, I do really like the matte shades. They're super blendable, very creamy, they're very pigmented, they go on nice and smooth, but I'm not a huge fan of the shimmers. I don't know what it is about them, but they just don't really pack that much of a punch on the eyes. And so, I mean, I've used them, but they're all very similar. There's only 3 of them, and I'm just not in love with them. But I think that this would be a great eyeshadow palette to pair with like singles. I don't have a ton of singles, but if you are someone who does have, sorry, I'm trying to get that plastic liner in here again. If you are someone that does have a bunch of singles and you just need some good mattes to go with your lid shades, this would be a good palette to do so. I actually ordered one for my best friend Smegs as well for her birthday, so when I picked up one for her, I picked up one for myself too, and I've had people ask like where I ordered from or if I ordered from Cult Beauty. I actually ordered right from the Vieve website, and it got to me just fine. I have to say, the packaging feels a little bit flimsy, but my box was completely destroyed when it arrived to me. Completely destroyed, like pushed in, bent. There was tape all around it saying that it arrived at the warehouse, the USPS warehouse like that. It was horrible, okay? I thought for sure one of the eyeshadow palettes was gonna be broken, and I was hoping that the other one was fine so that the one I wanted to give Smegs for her birthday would be fine, but they were actually both fine. So the packaging may feel cheap, but it's durable. I also mentioned that I picked up the Sigma Ambiance palette. The thing is, the reason why I picked this up, I don't want the brush to fall out, but I was using the brush. The brush is good quality. The reason why I picked this up is that I'm kind of hoping that this replaces my Modern Renaissance palette. I have used and loved the ABH Modern Renaissance palette for so long. You can see it back there, but it's one of the oldest palettes in my collection, and I feel like it's probably getting to the point where I shouldn't really use it anymore. I still do. I want to try and hit some more pan or use some shades up completely, but I'm looking for another like go-to everyday eyeshadow palette that I can take everywhere with me, and I thought that this one would be one that I could do that with, and I am wearing it on my eyes today. I kind of use them in quads, so I used this little quad today with the gold on the lid and these two brown shades in my crease and outer V. I also used like this little quad, or no, this little quad right here. So I like thinking of them as quads because I don't find that I'm a very creative person. I'm someone that needs a little bit of help when it comes to putting eyeshadow shades together, so I really appreciate that Sigma put these in quads for me. Then I did mention that I got a third eyeshadow palette as well, and that one is this one by Jouer Cosmetics, the French Riviera palette. I already have a video up on this one if you want to see my thoughts on it. This is my first dip into Jouer eyeshadows, and I don't know what it was, but the blue and the green kind of sucked me in, pulled me right in, and I bit the bullet and took the plunge. So I've only worn it the one time, so I don't really want to speak to my thoughts on it, but definitely stay tuned because I always do follow-up videos, and like I'll rank these and let you know my final thoughts after I've used it a few more times. But I do know right off the bat, this blue shade is more of an iridescent blue and doesn't give you full pigmentation. And then this bronzage shade, although I haven't used it on the lids, when I swatched it, it does have a chunky feel to it. But these two other shimmer shades had more of like a satin finish. I want to play around with them some more, but you know, I'm excited to have this in my collection, and I don't typically think that I'm an eyeshadow lover, but here we are. 3 eyeshadows for the month of May. I also went a little crazy with lipsticks. So previously in, what was it, March? In March, I picked up one of the Jaclyn Cosmetics liquid lipsticks in I'm a Cancer. So when Jaclyn Cosmetics came to Ulta, or when, oops, that was loud. Didn't want to wake up my daughter. When her liquid lipsticks and lip liners came to Ulta, I went ahead and picked up some more. And I have thoughts now that I have more of them. So let's just start with the 2 lip liners. I do like the lip liners. I'm trying to put these somewhere where they're not going to be loud because, like I said, my daughter is sleeping over there. But I did pick up 2 of the lip liners. This one is in Caramel Latte and this one is in Chai Tea. I feel like the lip liners are great. They go on very comfortably. They are the kind where you sharpen them with like a manual pencil sharpener, but they are more of like a gel consistency. So let me go ahead and swatch them. This one right here is in Chai Tea, I believe, and this one is a very light nude. I don't know what I was expecting. I just really like Chai Teas, so that's why I wanted to get this one. But I find that when I pair these with other lipsticks, the way that this sits underneath the other lipsticks is it doesn't really give me dimension. So it just kind of helps me figure out where to place my lipstick without actually like doing anything. But then you can see this one is just like a little nub. This one is Caramel Latte, and this one is also a nude, but it's a little bit deeper and it has more of like a mauve undertone. So this one I like to use with like lighter lipsticks, and this one you can see behind the lipstick a little bit of definition, a little bit of like where my lip line is, and this one, as you can see, is down to a little nub. This one is my favorite. So like I said, these are very comfortable. I think they're great quality. I do really enjoy them and I would recommend them, but I have some other thoughts on the liquid lipsticks. So first up, this shade, Be Brave. I'm trying to remember, I think Be Brave might be my favorite shade. It's this one right here. This is like the perfect Kelly shade. Like honestly, this is what I look for in a lipstick. It's like a beautiful mauve shade. You get a nice doe foot applicator, very good pigment. It does feel lightweight when it goes on, but you do get full pigmentation. So that's Be Brave. The next one is Oh Hi. This is the one that everybody said was very light, and I was honestly expecting it to like be kind of like concealer lips on me, but it actually, I guess I'm more pale in real life than I feel like I am in my head, because that one actually looks very nice on me, just like a nice pinky nude. And then I picked up Truth. And when I wear Truth and Chai Tea together, I find that they're kind of like the same shade. So you can see right there, there's Truth, and I paired it with Chai Tea, and I didn't really like, you couldn't really see the lip liner. They're kind of like the same shade. So let's talk about my thoughts with the liquid lipstick. Now that I have 4 of them, again, I'm a Cancer is the one that I had initially, but now that I have 4 of them, and now that I've worn them on a day-to-day basis and gotten a ton of wear, one thing I want to say is that these are very creamy when they go on, and you do get full pigmentation. However, I don't find that it dries down completely. It's not something that ever sits fully matte and doesn't transfer. When I'm drinking my coffee, when I'm drinking out of a straw, when I'm eating, I definitely do get transfer with these liquid lipsticks. Is it a ton? No. It's not like a normal bullet lipstick, but it doesn't dry down fully matte like some of my other liquid lipsticks. Another thing that I noticed is it definitely settles into my fine lines. And I took a picture, and I'm gonna try and upload it here. I think I was wearing the shade Truth, and it was literally like almost immediately after I applied it, maybe an hour, and I hadn't really eaten or drank anything, but it definitely settles into my fine lines. So if you are someone who has textured lips, who has fine lines, who has like, I don't know, indentations in your lips aren't smooth, then that's definitely going to show on these liquid lipsticks. So I do think that they're good. I like them enough. Am I going to purchase more? No. Is it going to be a favorite for me? No. And I think that for the most part, I will probably wear a lip gloss on top of these just because of the way that they settle into my lip lines, and it makes my lips look extra dry. So not a favorite. I'm not necessarily excited that I have 4 of them, but I didn't really notice it when I had just the one. I'm a Cancer, so I wanted to get more shades, and I think it was when I was wearing Oh Hi. Like the lighter the shade, the more it accentuated the fine lines in my lips, and I wasn't thrilled with that. So take it for what you will. Those are my thoughts on that. I did pick up 2 more things. I definitely got sucked in with the Pat McGrath Divine Rose Blush Collection. Now, one thing that I've seen in reviews is how difficult it is to open up this blush. Like when I first got it, I don't really have many Pat McGrath items, so I didn't know what to expect. It was so hard. Like I thought that I was breaking it once I opened it. When I finally got it open for the first time, it's still a little bit difficult because it does like click in and clasp in there. And you do kind of have to like press really hard and pull up, but not as hard as my first initial opening of the product. Like I really thought I was gonna break it. You do get a nice mirror in there. I picked up the shade, what is it? Nymphette, which I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. I've heard a lot of people say that it was super pigmented, so I went in with a really fluffy brush, and I did get nice pigmentation, but I don't feel like it's overly pigmented. I think I went in with my Real Techniques blush brush, and next time I might try my Sigma blush brush, which usually gives me more pigmentation, but I do really like it. I thought the formula was nice. I like that it's like a nice satin finish and gives me a healthy glow. Today was my first time to wear it, but you know, I had to jump on the bandwagon and try a Pat McGrath blush. And the other thing that I picked up when I purchased that, well, like around the same time, I didn't get them together, but I picked up the Melt Cosmetics Nude 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 Ultra Matte Lipstick, and I'll put the name on the screen. I'm very careful, I've mentioned this before, but I'm very careful about how I speak on my channel. One, because I am a teacher, so at any given point in time, one of my students could come across my video and I have to make sure that it's appropriate for them if they do. But also my niece, who just finished 2nd grade, watches a ton of my videos, so that's another reason. But I picked up this shade here. It is the shade that I'm wearing right now, and I do have a Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Iconic Nude underneath. This is a beautiful shade. Absolutely beautiful. It's more of like a mauve nude with like a gray undertone. There is kind of a sweet scent. I can't really smell much. I am stuffed up, but the scent is strong enough, like vanilla maybe? But vanilla mixed with something else. I don't know. It's enough that I can smell it with my nose being plugged up. One thing I want to say, it's matte. Oh, it's matte, y'all. And it drags. It drags a little bit. See, look at that. It drags a little bit on the lips. I was going to put this on and I didn't have any lip balm or chapstick or anything on underneath my lipstick because I don't normally do that. But this definitely was like tugging at my lips. Next time I try it, I'll have to try it with a lip balm. Let's see. Definitely not transfer proof, which, I mean, I don't expect that from a bullet lipstick, but I love the shade. I don't know that I'm in love with the formula. This is my first time to try it. I love the design. I really like the magnetic closure. The design is ultimately what sucked me in. Do I need another nude lipstick? No, I do not. I do really enjoy this color. I just don't think I'm a huge fan of the formula. Okay, but that is going to do it for this haul. I feel like this video is a little bit of a longer one, but those are all of the makeup items that I picked up in April and May. So I would love to know what you think. Did you try any of these items that I mentioned? What are some of the makeup items that you purchased in the months of April and May? I would love to know. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed before you go. That way I can see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Boom.